On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, it's brought in complete. It's John Brown.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Alert! 61, matchbox, lights.
Here's the newest member of the 15,000-yard club. It's Frank Gore. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Check out. 1, 2, 3. Let's go, Mexico.
They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Locke. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Allen. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Ballage. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Throwing on third down. Luck. He's going deep for Brown. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Allen now on 1st down. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. As far as undrafted players go, Philip Lindsay took most of the headlines a season ago. But remember, Robert Foster was undrafted out of Alabama as well. Signed with the Bills in May of 2018 and had a pretty good year. 27 catches, 541 yards. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Mike Brown, 80! Here we go, deep. Here I come. Here I come. Here we go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. Open man here is Foster. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
34 yards there and a 1st down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Balaj. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Balaj. Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Balaj. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. They run it with Ballage. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Throwing his Luck. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lorenzo Alexander in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and long. Luck, and that is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's complete to Brown. 18 yards to pick up there.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Throwing now is Allen. Got an open man. It's Foster. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
First down, Bills.
Allen now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got Gore. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Allen now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Allen. And he finds Beasley complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
11.
Back to throw. Love. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll stay on the ground. Balazs again. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Lock on 3rd down. That's blocked by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 21.
That's it. Dolphins. 1st and 10.
On first down, it's Locke. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Allen. Steps away to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The open man is Smith. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Allen off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Christian Wilkins providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Ready! 12. Kill. Turn up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. And this is going to be incomplete.
Intended for Kalen Ballage.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
With the score, Dolphins 14, Bills 7.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you through.
Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Allen from the gun, he'll throw. And that's caught by Beasley. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now left side on the swing pass. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike 52. got you. I got you.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. And he'll give it here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Luck. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Lorenzo Alexander has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Luck. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, watch the slip. Watch the slip.
Allen now looks to throw. And this one caught by Beasley. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Allen's throw is complete, and he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Back to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's back to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. This defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. They'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Lee Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Frank Gore there, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. First toss of the game here for the backup Barkley. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And Beasley with it over the middle. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Back to throw. Allen. And it's caught. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Brown, the lone receiver, left. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for 2 and end this thing now.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. They're going to try and run for it. And, oh, he stopped short of the goal line, and the defense celebrates as they've won the football game. Well, there's no doubt this is going to be talked about for days to come. The decision to go for 2 in the win with all zeros on the clock, and they don't get it. Some questions to answer.
No doubt about it, and I'm always reminded by people I've worked with before, by coaches I've talked to, they always say you have to know what you're going to do ahead of time. Don't let emotion rule you, because the people on the sidelines, the guys on the team, let's go get it. You've got to make that decision as a staff during the week, away from everyone else. That's the question we'll be asking after the game.
So for the Dolphins, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.